Happy Monday morning, everyone. Monday morning, November 9th, 2020. Many of you might know this morning uh, marks 53rd wedding anniversary of Constance and myself. 53 years ago today, we got married about a block and a half away from here in my brother's living room. And but anyway, thank you all for all of those wonderful wishes and acknowledgments you left on my Facebook page this morning. Constance and I have been going through them, and we'd want you to know that we really appreciate it. Today, we're going to talk briefly about the star card. Yesterday, we sort of gave a little preview of it with a little something that I wrote. But today, we're going to see what DuQuette says about it in Understanding Aleister Crowley's Thoth Tarot. So, here we go. The star. A217. The Daughter of the Firmament is its official title. The Dweller Between the Waters. It's the zodiacal trump of Aquarius. Saturn rules and Neptune is exalted. The original design. Now this is interesting. The original design is a figure of a water nymph disporting herself. A woman naked, kneeling on her left knee, pours from a vase in her right hand silver waters into a river, by which grow roses and the haunts of colored butterflies. With her left hand, she pours golden waters over her head, which are lost in her long hair. Her attitude suggests the swastika. Above, flames of a great star of 7 rays. That's the traditional original design. The Hebrew letter for the Thoth deck is He, which means window. On the Tree of Life, Crowley has it as path 15, which joins number 2, Hokmah, to Hokmah, which is wisdom, to number 6, Tifereth, beauty. The colors are violet, sky blue, bluish mauve, white, tinged purple. The little quote from Heart of the Master: pour water on thyself, thus shalt thou be a fountain to the universe. Find thyself in every star. Achieve thou every possibility. And I start with a letter from Harris to Crowley. We don't have the date of this letter, but it's so Harris. I think, looking at the finished cards, you will remember all the sequences you have forgotten, and I shall be crushed by alterations which will confuse the structural design and any spectator without your knowledge, and so suffer little children to come unto thee and confuse them, not by too much symbolism, and stay thy hand from poor Frida's tormented visions. Excuse me. Drawing from the imagery found in the first chapter of the Book of the Law, the star is one of the most intensely thelemic cards in the deck. To truly appreciate its secrets, one must be familiar with the contents of that chapter and cognizant of its possible meanings. The central subject is Nuit herself. Here she is not pictured as the infinite arch of the night sky, as we've seen on the stele or in the Thoth deck as Atu 20, the Aeon, but tangibly personified as a beautiful goddess. The 3 7-pointed stars that populate this card are versions of the Star of Babylon, and reveal to us, if we haven't figured it out, that Nuit and Babylon are, to Crowley, 2 aspects of the same goddess. Babylon, he tells us, is yet a further materialization of the original idea of Nuit. She is the Scarlet Woman, the sacred harlot, who is the lady of Atu 11, which is the lust card. He also refers to the 7-pointed star as the Star of Venus, as if declaring the principal characteristic of her nature to be love. The abode of Babylon Nuit on the Tree of Life is the 3rd Sephira, Bina, the supernal mother. In the great name Yod-He, Vav-He, the mother is the first He. It makes perfect sense to attribute He to this trump, which presents the sublime image of the goddess of infinite space. The Heres star is very faithful to the original description. She even includes the roses and butterflies seen in the lower right corner that are absent in most traditional decks. And I'm going to try to show you the butterflies there. See them? Flitting about there. And just right behind her feet there, you see the river flowing behind it? Behind her feet there, the river. Okay. And behind that are mountains that you could, on the other side of the river, you see mountains. The river, which is a bit hard to see, flows at the bottom of the card and is demarcated by hills in the distant shores. Perhaps the most exciting departure from the traditional version of the star is the huge celestial globe that dominates the card. Now that's a celestial globe, a star globe, a globe of the heavens. The globe is often mistakenly identified as the Earth. If it were the Earth, it would dramatically diminish the spiritual and cosmic scale of the card. The celestial globe represents the entire heavens surrounding the Earth. Therefore, all other images on this card are placed outside of the celestial sphere and must represent spiritual environments that transcend even the concept of infinite space. The largest and smallest of the 3 stars are found outside the celestial sphere. The former spins counterclockwise like a cosmic pinwheel in the upper left-hand corner of the card. The latter tumbles clockwise like a tiny star seed from the golden bowl in the goddess's right hand. So there's the There's the big star, like a pinwheel. Let's see, can we see it? There's that one. And there's, where is it? Okay. The two cups in her hand, Crowley writes, are fashioned as breasts. Okay, that's sort of an upside down breast there, yeah. And that's a breast, but it appears to have a very big nipple. As it is written, the milk of the stars from her paps. Yea, the milk of the stars from her paps. From the golden cup, he continues, she pours this ethereal water, which is also milk and oil and blood, upon her own head, indicating the eternal renewal of the categories, the inexhaustible possibilities of existence, unquote. Crowley completes the description thusly. The left hand lowered holds a silver cup, from which also she pours the immortal liquor of her life. This liquor is the Amrita of the Indian philosophy, and the Nepenthe and the Ambrosia of the Greeks, and the Alkahest and the universal medicine of the alchemists, the blood of the Grail, or rather the nectar, which is the mother of that blood. Traditionally, the star card is the card of hope, the promise of things unseen. What is the hope that Nuit offers us? What is the promise of our star goddess? I wish I could simply reprint the entire first chapter of the Book of the Law and show you. But this short excerpt might give you some idea. I give unimaginable joys on earth. Certainty, not faith, while in life. Upon death, peace unutterable. Rest, ecstasy. Nor do I demand aught in sacrifice. And that's where we'll stop today. Tomorrow we'll pick up with the very spooky card, the moon card, tomorrow. And if we have time, we'll also do the sun. Well, have a good Monday. Have a good start of your week, everyone. Thank you again for all of the anniversary wishes. As you can see, I got a anniversary haircut as a gift this morning. So continue to be good to yourself and be good to each other. Love's the law, love under will.